It feels like there might not be much to say. And the words around here comes the sun. Much of this feels like art to me. Life. The spontaneity of it, the unpredictability of it, the creativity of it. The listening, the receiving. The birds. The baby monitor. The haircut. The sun. The ordinariness. The extraordinary. The nervous system. So sensitive, so responsive, so attuned. The conditioning. The openness. The dog. What wanted to be talked about maybe already is. Being hidden in plain sight. All of this. It's like we come into the world and we really see everything. with our eyes, with our bodies, with our hearts. We really see with our eyes. What we're looking at matters. But also we know what we can't see matters too. And then somewhere along the way we're told how to see, what to look through to see. That we can't trust that we're looking at anything. We need an interpretation. I realize as I'm saying this probably doesn't make sense. None of this. This isn't some like new agey grasp for anything. The dogs. Excitement. Life is so fucking ordinary. So extraordinarily ordinary. None of this is hidden. There's no secret. There's no special secret to find. You already know the secret. Because it's where you are right now. I think there's a pervasive belief that if we're starting where we are right now, and we really allow that to be seen, then that's how it's always going to be. And that's the other hidden in plain sight thing, is all of this is always changing. All of this is always a birth and a death and a birth and a death. When you're pregnant, the body balloons and expands so dramatically. The baby, the fetus, the cells exponentially explode. And somehow we're able to see that. Somehow the lenses are cleared, or the shades are taken off, whatever the metaphor might be. That doesn't stop postpartum. It doesn't stop at age 6. It doesn't stop at age 20. It doesn't stop at age 88. We just don't see it. And it's right there. We do see it. Sure, there might be some conditioning here if I search for it, of maybe at some point, like, need to make this moment special, this talk unique or something, or I need to compare myself to someone else who's making any kind of video or any kind of content. I need to validate externally and internalize the shame, the not enoughness, the too muchness. Like, sure, that conditioning can be found when it's searched for. That doesn't go away. It doesn't need to go away. That can be the in plain sightness of nothing that's coming up, arising right now, is excluded, needs to be excluded, needs to be separated out from. And sure, those conditions that make us forget that this love that we are is anything other than unconditional can cause deep suffering, deep problems, deep war, deep challenge. What if we're so ashamed of having them that we don't allow them? If we're so ashamed of having them that we deny what really is arising right now? You can probably finish that equation. Happy Mother's Day. The hidden in plain sightness of birth, celebrating birth, where we often celebrate it as the child coming into being, but celebrating it also as the mother laboring. That's in all of us. How can something be hidden and not hidden? How can something be seen? Like, quite literally seen, like me, like you, the bird, the tree. My eyes see it. The crow, the breeze, I see it on the leaves. How can it be seen and hidden at the same time? What's doing the hiding? What's having a response when there isn't hiding? When there's stillness? smiling because the words as they're coming out are seen and felt to be so limited. How could there ever not be stillness? And they're arising. The words, the space, the imperfect, exquisite, just this, here, now. The sky clouding up, the car driving away, my sun settling down. What's coming up is, I don't know how people use YouTube. Probably a lot of different ways. if you're watching a video from me for information, you're probably not watching anymore. If you're watching this to see if I'm as good of a teacher as someone else, you're probably not watching anymore. What's watching right now?